Hello, everybody. Welcome back to PW. My name is Vandana, and in this lecture, we are going to dive deep into data analysis and data clustering for your IELTS academic writing task 1, which is report writing. Now, data analysis and data clustering are those activities which you have to do in just the first 2-3 minutes. Starting के 2-3 minutes में आपको data analyze करना होता है and data cluster करना होता है. अब ये क्या होता है और कैसे करते हैं, we are going to understand this. But सबसे पहले let's take a look at the very first question that I've got for you. Now in report writings, you are given graphs, and here we have got line graph, and let's quickly read the question over here. Now the question says, the graph below gives information about the percentage of the population in 4 Asian countries living in cities from 1970 to 2020 with predictions for 2030 and 2040. So this is your main question. After reading the main question, you quickly need to analyze. Analyze means आपको 1 से 2 मिनट के अंदर समझना है that what exactly is given in the graph, right? So डेटा एनालिसिस मीन्स स्टार्टिंग के 2 मिनट में ये समझना कि ग्राफ में शो क्या हो रहा है, क्या आपकी यूनिट्स हैं. नाउ हाउ कैन यू डू दैट? आई हैव गॉट सम स्पेसिफिक क्वेश्चंस फॉर यू. सो लुक हियर. For data analysis, ask yourself these questions. Question number 1, what does the graph depict? So the graph talks about percentage of population living in cities. That is what the graph depicts. Question number 2, what is given on x-axis? So on x-axis, we are given the timeline from 1970 to 2040. Let's change the color. Right. And then question number 3, what is given on y-axis? And on y-axis, we are given the percentage of total population. How many categories are there? So if you see, we have got 4 categories here. Philippines, Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia. And which time period the data is of? The data is of past, as well as, if you want to consider this point, present and future also. That means you probably need to use present tense also in this report along with past and future. तो ये तो आपकी स्टार्टिंग की 2 मिनट की एक्टिविटी होती है कि क्वेश्चन समझ के जल्दी से डेटा समझ लेना कि दिया क्या हुआ है और क्या रिप्रेजेंट हो रहा है और कितनी कैटेगरीज है. अब आपको डेटा क्लस्टरिंग मतलब आपको ये डिसाइड करना है. डेटा क्लस्टर मतलब आपको डेटा सेग्रीगेट करना है कि अच्छा ये वाले फीचर्स मेरे बॉडी पैरा 1 में जाएंगे और ये वाले फीचर्स मेरे बॉडी पैरा 2 में जाएंगे. सो यू विल क्लस्टर सम फीचर्स फॉर बॉडी पैरा 1 and you will cluster some features for body para 2. Now this needs to be done on some logic. आपको logically information divide करनी होती है. How can you do that in just the starting 2-3 minutes? Let's take a look at data clustering also. For data clustering, the very first thing that you can do for yourself is look at what I've written in body paragraph 1. You can take highest and lowest categories together. So look at this graph here. The highest category is of Malaysia and the lowest category is pretty interesting, I would say, because for a few decades, this was the lowest category, which is our Indonesia. And then it kept on growing and it became the second highest category. So for a few decades, it was the lowest category and then it kept on increasing and became the second highest category. That means these two lines can go together in body para 1 and whatever is remaining, the leftover categories can go in body paragraph 2. As simple as that. This is how you can cluster the features so that, okay, this is going to go in my body para 1 and that is going to go in my body para 2. Let's see one more question and understand once more what is data analysis and what is data clustering. So here you have another question and the question says, the chart below gives information. The chart below gives information about how families in one country spent their weekly income in 1968 and in 2018. So this is our question, that is our bar graph. Now let's quickly do data analysis. And for data analysis, these are our questions that we will ask ourselves. So what does the graph represent? Graph represents average weekly spending by families. That is what it represents. What is given on x-axis? X-axis is talking about percentage of weekly income. What is given on y-axis? On y-axis, we are given the different categories on which spendings were done by families. Which year's data is being represented? So they are representing data of 1968 and 2018. Now moving on, that is about data analysis. Data analysis करके हमें सिर्फ ये समझना है कि ग्राफ क्या दिखा रहा है, एक्स एक्सिस पे क्या दिया हुआ है, वाई एक्सिस पे क्या दिया हुआ है, कितनी कैटेगरीज हैं, डेटा कौन से ईयर का है, बिकॉज उसके हिसाब से आप टेंस यूज करोगे. नाउ बिकॉज द डेटा इज ऑफ पास्ट, यू विल यूज पास्ट टेंस फॉर दिस रिपोर्ट. Now let's quickly understand the data clustering for this graph, and here you go. Ask yourself these questions. On which categories was the highest percentage spent in both the years? So I would say on food, the highest percentage was spent in 1968, whereas on leisure, the highest percentage was spent in 2018. That's about the highest. And what about the lowest percentage? What about the lowest? I would say on fuel and power, and this is one similarity also, that on fuel and power in both the years, the least percentage was spent. Now, can you group some categories together? Definitely yes. So, if you see housing, clothing and footwear, then you have household goods, personal goods, transport, and leisure. So all these categories can be grouped together because यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? The spendings on these categories is up to 10% only. And that is why we can group them together by saying that people spend just about 8 to 10% on these categories. So अलग अलग data देने की जरूरत नहीं है इतनी सारी categories की, because we see that the data is pretty similar and we can club similarities, and because we are clubbing similarities, what we can do is we can give a range of data that on these categories the percentage spent by families was somewhere around 8 to 10%. So that's how you can group some categories together, and the same can be done for the gray bar as well. So what you can do is, what is your takeaway? Body para 1, you can club highest and lowest categories together. Body para 2, the leftover features. And in leftover features also, you need to ask yourself, can I group some categories together? If they are similar, go for grouping. So here you go. Body para 1, you can take the highest and lowest categories of both the years. That means you'll talk about this black bar food, you'll talk about this gray bar leisure, and you will talk about this category. This much can be described in body para 1, that is highest and lowest categories, and the remaining features can be grouped together based on their similarities. And this is how you will plan your report in the first 2-3 minutes. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next lecture. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.